Hey all, welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here, friends. Today we are diving into a story that's not just science or technology, it's about the future. A future being shaped by two unstoppable forces, which this channel talks about on a daily basis. The first one is genomics, and the second one is artificial intelligence. Both are advancing at a breakneck speed, each pushing the boundaries of what's possible in medicine, industry, and even our understanding of what it means to be human and our place in this universe and what our universe looks like, and so on and so forth. But what's even more exciting is that the way they are starting to intersect is creating powerful new possibilities that were science fiction just a decade ago. Let's start with genomics. The science of reading and editing our very own DNA. Imagine being able to spot diseases before they appear or tailoring treatment plan based on entirely your personal genetic makeup. Well, that's the promise of personalized medicine, and we are expecting it more and more with every passing day. And we already started getting some of those results through companies like CRISPR Therapeutics and others. Thanks to technologies like CRISPR-Cas9, we are about on the verge of being able to edit genes with precision, potentially curing genetic disorders like sickle cell disease, anemia, muscular dystrophy, and even some forms of cancer. And these medicines are already on the shelves. You're already familiar with Casgevy, and there's a whole bunch of CAR T therapies for cancers, blood cancers. So the implications are quite massive. And in this channel, most of you already understand it. But it's not all smooth sailing. With great power comes big ethical questions. Who gets to access these breakthroughs? How do we protect people's genetic data? Could gene editing be abused? And as we move forward, we'll need not just scientists, but also ethicists, policymakers, and public at large to help shape the rules. Now, let's shift gears to artificial intelligence, the force that is rapidly becoming the backbone of modern industries. From diagnosing diseases in seconds to optimizing global logistics, AI is changing everything. At the heart of this revolution are machine learning and deep learning algorithms that learn from data and get smarter over time. In healthcare, for example, AI can now detect conditions from medical images, sometimes more accurately than some doctors. In finance, it's driving high-speed trading and fraud detection, and it's even helping scientists analyze genetic data faster, accelerating the progress of genomics itself. But like genomics, AI brings its own set of concerns. What happens to jobs when machines outperform humans? Can we trust AI to make fair decisions? And as AI grows more powerful, so do the ethical stakes. Riding the wave of innovation is what we as retail investors aspire to do. For investors, these two sectors, genomics and AI, represent massive opportunities, and companies at the forefront are developing technologies that could reshape entire industries. But with high potential comes high risk. These fields are still emerging, and not every innovation will succeed. That's why a diversification and a long-term mindset are key. Think beyond the hype. Look for solid fundamentals, strong leadership, and real-world applications. Investing in innovation is not just about profit, it's about participating in shaping the future. So there's an element of risk taking involved in that. That's an element of investing in the future is involved in that. As we look ahead, the fusion of genomics and AI may be what helps us solve some of the humanity's greatest problems, challenges like climate change, pandemic, etc. And the question that I think we need to ask is, who gets to shape this future? How do we ensure these powerful tools are used ethically, fairly, and for the greater good? How do we ensure that the knowledge fed into these AI is fact and it's not fake news or fake technology or fake information? So those are all big questions and big challenges. If we get it all right, genomics and AI won't just change the way we live, they will help us build a world that's healthier, smarter, more connected than ever before, and it will give us a quality of life and fulfillment in life that we can only aspire for right now. So as the race for tomorrow continues, one thing is clear: we are all in it together. Whether you want to go into the future or not, the future is coming for you, and you're going to be there. And there's going to be physical AI, there's going to be genomics, there's going to be AI everywhere. Now, let's bring this all back to the present. Right now, the markets are down, and that means great companies in both AI and genomics are trading at more attractive valuations with lower price to earning multiples than we have ever seen in a while. For long-term investors, this is the kind of environment that often plants the seed of future success and a future healthy portfolio. But let's be real, nobody can predict the future. If rising US tariffs disrupt the global economy, progress could easily be set back by many years. Until the new world finds an equilibrium and supply chains are re-established and terms of engagements are stabilized, I think we'll have a little bit of a setback. And I'm hoping and praying that that doesn't happen and the tariff war gets resolved very quickly. And that's why to profit in this space, we need to be bold and also smart. Diversification is the key. And only a small portion of your portfolio, a portion that you can afford to risk, should be exposed to these emerging technologies, in my opinion. AI seems to pose less investment risk right now because the proliferation of large language models or LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, and others, and AI powered apps in the smartphones have given it a massive exposure across the globe. Companies in the Magnificent Seven have already started monetizing AI in a big way, making them the low hanging fruit for investors looking for AI exposure. But the deeper value lies in lesser known AI companies, the ones working on cutting edge use cases and applications, enhancing productivity, building physical AI, and driving long-term value. Many of these are in startup phase, much like the genomic companies in our watch list that we have been tracking. Some will fail, but others, they could become the future blue chips and replace many of the existing stalwarts of the industry as the time changes, as AI and genomics and other futuristic technologies take hold. Alongside them, there's a silent backbone forming companies in the energy, mining, and rare earth sectors. These are the unsung heroes that have not got our attention as yet, and these are the ones that will power the AI revolution, literally by supplying the electricity that is needed to power the data centers, by supplying the copper that is needed to create the hardware and supply the electricity, and the rare earth materials that are needed for creating the AI systems. All of this is needed to scale up the smart infrastructure and automation. And that's also another place a small portion of our portfolio should be allocated to. And in case of genomics, I think names like CRISPR, Therapeutics, and Illumina are continuing to build momentum even in this difficult time, and they are aiming to consolidate their leadership as the sector matures. Yes, the future is exciting, a world where untreatable diseases are cured, where we have household robots, driverless taxis, and intelligent assistants improving our daily lives. But for the investor, the job is much more complicated. It's hard to stay on top of everything happening in AI, robotics, genomics, and macroeconomics. That's why the smartest strategy isn't to chase every headline, it is to manage your risk. Focus on a few select companies, name your names you can understand, use cases that you can understand and relate to, and companies you can track and believe in. Allocate only what you can afford to lose and keep a long-term perspective. Because while gaming the future in the stock market is extremely risky and very difficult, visualizing a future shaped by robotics, AI, and genomics, that's the easy part. Thanks for watching, and as a retail investor, I try to put my viewpoint in these videos, and that's why I made this channel. I want to give you an insight into how I am thinking as a retail investor, and I make these videos for you. So in exchange, all I ask is that you give me your feedback in the comment section by sharing your thoughts on how AI and genomics are going to go ahead in the future and how they're going to be part of the future. What are your thoughts from a retail investor perspective? How are you visualizing the future? How are you allocating your portfolio? Any ideas that you have, any companies you think that we should look into in the AI or genomic sector or in the mining or energy sector, please put that in the comment section. Give me your rationale so that it can also benefit me, and I could then use that to have a much more informed video out for all of you. And this is a feedback loop that I want to create, where I put ideas out there from my mind, and I take ideas from you in the comment section, and then I come back to you with much more refined videos where we can all try to merge our vision and merge our ideas, and then look at the companies that match those criteria and start creating fine-tuning our watch list and chasing them and dollar cost averaging into them and taking a part of the future into our portfolio. So that's what I'm trying to do, my friends, and I wish to hear from you. Don't just watch the video and go away. At the very least, press a like, and at the very best, I'd like your comment, I'd like your feedback on what is it that you're thinking about in terms of investment in your portfolio for AI and genomics. Well, friends, that brings me to an end of this video. Thanks and have a great day. I'll catch up with you again very soon. Bye for now.